Welcome to Campfire Wisdom. Grab a seat around the fire and tell us your story.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Campfire Wisdom. Well, as you can tell, I'm in my backyard, so doing something different here, no garage. But I wanted to show you a couple things. So first off, I'm testing this new microphone here, see how that sounds. Trying to get a little bit better quality audio. And I thought I would show you this magnificent backyard that my wife has spent a lot of time putting together. And I tell you what, it looks great. It's lush. All these lights come on at night. They're solar powered, so it looks super cute at night. And we got our little playground area for the kids. But another reason I'm coming to you is I want to invite you to join us camping. So next weekend, which is June 13th through the 15th, we're going to be camping up at Table Mountain. If that interests you, come and join us. The site that I have is number 68. It's going to be pretty full with the people who have already committed. So if you want to come up and stay the night, I'd encourage you to get your own site. That's my AC kicking in, so we'll see how good this works. Needless to say, I'd love to see if you can make it. I'll put the description of the site and how you can book that all in the description below. And today what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go inside here in a second and I'm gonna show you how to make fire starters out of some common household materials. So lint from your dryer, empty toilet paper rolls, little cardboard things that are left over at the end, and then a little bit of wax, right? I realize people don't keep emergency candles around like they used to, right? We all have our cell phones and we've got lights on that, so it's not a big deal for us to like, oh no, there's no lights, there's no power. But I bought some super cheap candles and I can show you how to get this done. So the funny thing is that I made these fire starters, like the first time I ever made them, I was in I wasn't even in Boy Scouts, I was in Cub Scouts. My mom saved them all in this container, so I literally had fire starters I made when I was a Cub Scout that I hadn't used. I think they just got locked or lost away at our house. But anyways, I'm gonna make some more. I'm gonna show you how to do it. And I'm gonna try to find this photo of the actual fire starter, because the ones that we made was with crumpled newspaper. The newspaper that was in the ancient one that was in that container was like from the 80s, but who has newspaper anymore, right? I hope you'll join us. We're gonna make fire starters, so stick around. It should be a lot of fun. All right, we're gonna get started here. I wanna show you, this is what the finished product is gonna look like. This is obviously an empty toilet paper roll stuffed with lint from dryer and then a little bit of wax. This is going to kind of help it burn and sustain itself and obviously continue to burn through here, which will then help light your fire. So I'm going to cap this off on both ends. So I've got a shitload of lint from the dryer. I've got a bunch of toilet paper rolls, and keep in mind you can also use your paper towel rolls and just cut them in half, right? And that one, ooh, I already had stuffed some in there. Okay, so let's get this started. We're just gonna do, oh, this one's already kind of started, but let's start from scratch. So you're gonna get your toilet paper roll, whatever you got, and you're gonna start stuffing it, right? Now, obviously, this is some messy shit, so you don't want to have it be too dense, right? You want it to burn, but at the same time, you don't want it to put itself out. I'm gonna get probably about 4 or 5 of them prepped, but you can tell this isn't rocket science, right? And it obviously, instead of you just throwing this stuff away, this is stuff you can collect. And 1 or 2 of these will start your fire up almost every time. So you can place them strategically, and actually when we go camping this weekend, I will actually do a demo for you guys while we're lighting the fire. Boom, okay, there's 5. So what we're gonna do now is, got some candles. And again, these are cheap ones. You don't wanna get candles that don't drip, right? Because we want them to drip. I know it's funny, when I was looking on different sites for candles, it's like dripless. I'm like, well, I don't want dripless. I want the shit to drip. So let's light this here. And obviously the intent is it just, oops, to keep it lit. That's the first intent. This is taking a little bit longer than I remember it. But you know, when you're a kid and you're encouraged to use a lighter or some other instrument to put things on fire, it's much more exciting. But you can see this is burning pretty well. You kind of want it to hold the piece in place. Obviously the important part about the wax is that it helps it stay lit, right? And so you can see I'm trying to get this along the edges. Oops, shit, don't light it on fire. That's a bad look. But this is looking actually pretty good. Once it's getting going, it's actually dripping pretty good here. But I want to get it dripping so it's gonna have this fiber stuff and stick it to the wall of the paper towel thing. Okay, so we're gonna do a second one. And I think I might need a little bit more in here. The wax is still pretty wet. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. So let's get this one going here. I see a lot of people went camping that struggle to light fires. Now, I'll be honest, I like to start my fires without these things. That's why I never really used up all those old ones. I've got quite a few tricks in my up my sleeve as far as getting a fire started. So, and I've lit enough fires in my lifetime, campfires, to kind of have perfected different ways to do it, whether it's wet outside or windy, stormy, or whatever. But this is kind of a surefire way, and especially if you're new to camping, sometimes getting a fire started in sticky situations can be difficult. And this is a surefire way that these things will light a fire really easily. So if you're not confident, and especially if you're just kind of building up your capacity to go camping, this is gonna kind of help you set you straight. You can see that pack came with 12 candles, so I'm about halfway through this first one. So I'll probably use at least half these candles up, and I will definitely find that picture to put up about the dates, because I'm really interested in what that was. So you can see once I'm getting it here on this rim, it'll be nice because it'll dry and then it'll stick. It'll hold that in place. That's what we want, right? Okay, so I looked up that photo, and the date inside of it was January 14th, 1990. So I would have been like 16 years old. I think you guys got the gist of this, right? So if you have any questions on what we're doing here, let me know. Again, I'm gonna put the details on the camping trip into the description below. So if that's something you want to do, want to join us, it's going to be fun. So have the kids out there and just relax, enjoy Mother Nature, and be disconnected for a little while. And a philosophy that I always have is the more the merrier. I truly believe that. So I'm all about like getting to know new people, and at the same time helping my kids to get to know people as well. It's a good muscle for kids to learn, right? Dealing with other people. Ooh, let's see if I can keep this lit. Yes. I'm gonna dump a little bit of this. Bring it back. There we go. All right, back in business. But yeah, I like exposing my kids to just different people and different environments. I think it makes them more well-rounded. And so, like I said, the more the merrier. I hope you got a chance to kind of learn something new here, and I hope this is a little bit more fun than watching paint dry. So until next time, thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you get a chance to wake up beneath the stars, and I hope that opportunity comes next weekend with us. Have a great one.
Oh, it's only in your head. Oh, it's only
Campfire Wisdom is brought to you from the hills of Rancho, Cucamonga. We'd like to thank the men and women that protect our national parks and forests. You make this journey possible. Theme music by Sean Cromwell.